Yeah, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, like I promised in my last update, I'd want us to go through some of the businesses that you can do as a medical doctor in Ghana. Yes, most of the times we do tend to think, or people think that as a doctor, there isn't much for you to do in terms of businesses and all of that. But I mean, you and I both know that with our salary here in Ghana and the kind of pressure that is on them from family, from friends, relative, and all sort of other things, and your personal life, your children as well. You need some form of extra income that would be able to take you through the month. Yes. So I myself have a couple of businesses that I am doing, even though I'm a medical doctor. So yes, let's just get right into it. What are some of the businesses that you can do as a medical doctor? Do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also give me a like if you think this video is useful for you to encourage me to put up more videos. Yeah, so one of the businesses that you can do as a medical doctor, be a house officer, a medical officer, a resident specialist. First of all, is the obvious thing, right? I know you guys are thinking about it. It's open up your own clinic, your own private practice. But what's the difficulty with that? Currently with our practice, you are not allowed to have your own private facility if you are still engaged with the government. That is, if you are in government payroll, you cannot open up your own private facility. And in order to do that, you need to do what? You need to resign from the government sector and then you can go full private. However, there are ways that you can do it. One is if you are affiliated to a university. Let's say you are teaching medical students at UDS or any other campus where you are where they train medical students and then you are affiliated to them, you are teaching them, you are like more or less like a tutor, a professor or whatsoever, a medical doctor. So with that you can actually use your license to open up a business or to open up a facility. That is one direct way. The other way you can do that is to maybe get somebody who is on retirement. Then you can use their license to do that, or you just resign totally from the government sector and then you go into that. But the catch with that is it's capital intensive. So you need land, you need infrastructure, then you need to equip the place. So what I would advise is that if you have an idea of that, then you can get one, two, or three other colleague doctors who also share same vision. I mean, if you are in internal medicine person, then you need to get somebody who is in ONG, who is in surgery, so that you can have a complete set of doctors. So then you can come together and then open up the facility. In that sense, you have less pressure on you yourself just doing it by yourself, right? You share the cost. So the infrastructure, putting up the infrastructure, going through the registration with that you need, after not just the infrastructure, you need to equip the place and then you need to register with HEFRA, right? HEFRA is the body that accredits facilities, health facilities in Ghana to operate as either a medical center, health center, whatever, right? So with HEFRA accreditations, maybe I've been able to register a facility where I was the medical soup, so I do have a fair knowledge on the processes or the processes you have to go through in order to get your HIFRA accreditations. Maybe that we can leave it for another day, right? So you have your own private facility. You need to understand the business aspect of it. If not, you are just going to be making losses. You need to know, get somebody who can manage your accounts very well, right? Who can do diligent work when it comes to your books, right? If not, you would be having a facility but it's not making profit, and then you end up just pouring in more money, more money, more money, and then it's not, yielding anything, right? So going private, getting your own facility, health center, medical center, whatever name you want to give, specialist, clinic, or whatever, is the other way. And in doing that, you need to get the location right. Okay, you need to get a place where you can have a good customer base, or where your services is actually needed. If you go and then set it up in a place where, I mean, health insurance usage is so strong there, the economic activities there is not so strong, right? You are not going to make anything out of it, right? You are not going to make anything. So you need to position it, you need to get the location right and know what the people need. In every business that you do, what is the most important thing in a business is to identify a challenge in your locality and get a solution for that challenge or for that problem. When you are able to get that solution for the problem, then you then turn it into a business and make money out of it. That's the whole concept about business. You just don't jump into it because you have the money, you have whatever. So the location is key. You need to get it, a very good location. You need to get your infrastructure right. You need to get your settings right, and you need to get the right equipment right. And then you need to know that nowadays in Ghana, things people are much wiser, and then you need to put measures in place to avoid all sort of litigations. Then you have the social media aspect where you can promote your business and all those things, right? So in order not to make the video long, we just talk about this now, and then in subsequent videos, I can give you some other ideas, which I personally I am doing, and I'm not doing bad with them at all. Yes. So with your private practice, as I said, you need to make sure that you are different from all others that are in the system. You are providing a service that is difficult to come by when they are in other places, or when they go to other centers or healthcare providers, right? You need to distinct yourself from the masses. You need to get a good working, let me say, not even the staff. You need to get something that is so unique, right? That if it is not you, and in our field as doctors, there are so many ways you can. There are so many things that you can do. Let's say for now in Ghana, fertility clinics are not that common, right? And day in day out, we do get cases of people infertility, people, somebody has been married for so long they are unable to conceive and all those things. So you can just that's a niche you can adventure into when you set up your facility. If you yourself you cannot or you are not specialized in that, you can just engage the services of someone or a specialist who is good at that, or who provides that service, and that is a way of getting, or yes, having a good customers, or having good customer base, right? You need to be unique. You need to distinct yourself. You just can't you just set up a place, and you are just providing the normal service, ASC services, medical and all those things. there are so many facilities around that can do that, but you need to distinct yourself. You need to provide services that is not that is not that is difficult to get, right? When it comes to the northern sector, for example, few facilities, even like something for example, a CT scan, I mean, how most of the times it's not even working. I mean, in our referral center, we did in the whole of Northern region. I think it's just TTH that has a CT scan, and it breaks down more often. I don't know if Havana have. So that's a niche that you can. MRI service, you can do that, right? Angiographies, you can do that. You get dialysis, you can do that, right? So all these are services that you can include. So one way as a medical doctor that you can generate extra income is to, one, first and foremost, you can, I mean, the most obvious thing, like I said, is to set up your own private practice. Set up your own private practice. If you have plans of doing it, then you need to start planning, get your location right, get your infrastructure. If you don't have the resources, then you can get few friends to come on board, and then you can do it as a group. That will, I mean, ease the burden, right? So that's one of the ways. I do I would kindly do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates. I would like to probably in subsequent videos I'll give you other ideas, but for now let's take this. Yes, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like, and also, I mean, leave your comments in the comment section if you have any question regarding how medical practice in Ghana. If you're a foreign trainer and then you are outside, you are coming back, you need some information, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as and when I see it. So thank you. Do remember to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together.